All right, today we are bringing you one of the newest communities in New Braunfels, Texas, Sunflower Ridge. You are a stone's throw from Gruene, Texas and Creekside. This community has 3 builders, Highland, DRB, and Coventry, and we're gonna show you all 3. So enough of me rambling, let's go take a look at some beautiful homes here in Sunflower Ridge. Welcome to Sunflower Ridge, one of New Braunfels' newest communities. Today we are going to show you DRB, this beautiful model behind me, and then we're going to show you one of their inventory homes that's available right now. Come with me, let's take a look. Right up here in the entryway, you're going to notice that nice cedar plank up there. Actually, it's probably pine. And then your 8-foot door here. It does have the frosted paneling in between just for more privacy, but it will let a little bit of light in. Make sure that's on. So right up here, this would be your garage. So this would be walled off. And I want to point a few things out to you as far as where you are in New Braunfels. And as always, we'll do a map video at the end as well. But your floor plans here are going to start let me go back one more. They're going to start at about 1,500 square feet and they're going to be in the low 300,000s. And you're going to go all the way up to a little over 3,000 square feet and start at 389,990. So the HOA fee out here is $375 for the year and your tax rate is going to be 1.79%. There are no MUDs, there are no PIDs or SUDs. That is your true tax rate, and you are in Comal ISD. So students here will go to Canyon Middle School and Canyon High School, not Canyon Lake, Canyon, which is right along the frontage road of I-35. All right, let's go take a look at this awesome floor plan. You have that wood trade up there, just a nice detail, and a beautiful chandelier right when you come in the front. And you're gonna have your first bedroom. I will say, for the purpose of furniture, I like this room. I think that's very sweet. You have a bed, you've got the dresser, you have a nightstand and a little chair. It would be very cramped if you wanted to do a larger bed. So this is probably going to be your best option in this bedroom up front. Because I can't imagine you doing a queen bed. You'd be out to here and you wouldn't be able to do a dresser. You wouldn't have enough room. But you do have a closet here. I'll point out your 8-foot doors. Nice paneled doors here. And then you're gonna have a full bath right up front. I'll let Brody go in, but it does have the tub shower combo. You've got that tile all the way up to the ceiling there, kind of highlighting those architectural details of the different pitches in the ceiling. You've got these nice niches, and I'm gonna point these out in the house because they did a nice tile backsplash in these little niche areas. So of course that will be an upgrade, but it's a nice added feature. And that entryway is also nice and wide as you come in that front door, and then you get a little bit narrower here, but still feels like you've got good space. You have another bedroom here. This one has a ceiling fan, same size closet. They did a fun faux brick on the wall here, and then some wallpaper trimmed out with some wood. Very cool feature. And then of course you've got these nice pendant lights hung with hooks, and then they just plug in right behind the nightstand. So they're not hardwired in, but they look nice and finished and just kind of give a upgraded look to the bedroom. Looky here, Brody, Willie, Whiskey Myers, or anything. I will say, one of the great things about Sunflower Ridge is you are literally a stone throw away from Gruene Hall. So Gruene, Texas is right around the corner. Willie's played at Gruene Hall. You can see some great live music there almost every day of the week. This flooring, I want to say it's probably an engineered hardwood, and it's a lighter tone. I do like that color and the contrast with the white walls. You've got a coat closet here, drop zone here for the family. I'll let Brody show you the coat closet. I like drop zones. I definitely like the hooks and they look pretty. Just practicality. How often are you actually going to use a bench? You know, I think for me, because we're discussing this in our own home right now, adding some built-in in the laundry room, I think for me, I'm just going to do some more cabinetry because I'll utilize my cabinets more than I would ever utilize a bench in a drop zone. Food for thought. Here's your laundry room. You've got full-size washer and dryer here next to each other, the rack, the shelving, a little bit of space here, and then you do have room if you wanted to put a refrigerator. The placement of this would make things a little bit difficult, but you could always just pull the fridge out and access that if you need it, or maybe they could put it higher or even over here possibly. Now coming into your livable space, you do have a flex room right off of your kitchen area. This could be your home office. It could be a classroom if you do homeschool. It could be a workout room. It could be another just place for the family to hang out, watch movies. And you do have the double doors that close for more privacy. I love that they did this wallpaper. This is green. I just mentioned green because we are very close to green. You're very close to Creekside as well. So your HEB, the closest HEB for you is the nicest one in New Braunfels. It's an HEB Plus right off of I-35 and 306. It's nice. And then right across I-35, you've got all of Creekside and you have Buc-ee's. So typically Buc-ee's has the best gas prices in town. So you're close to the cheapest gas and the best grocery store, and green right here. You have this nice island here in the kitchen, big deep sink, just one. It doesn't have the divider and it does have the drain on the right-hand side. You've got the 5-burner gas. So this is a gas cooking community, which is nice. Your vent hood. I love the color of these cabinets, and I like that they took this same material on the countertops and did the backsplash with it as well. Just one cohesive look. I can't tell, no, it doesn't go all the way up to the ceiling, but you do have upper cabinet lighting, and that definitely makes a difference when it comes to ambiance. I like to point that out because I just want you to imagine the house in the evening, right? If those were the only lights that were on, it's a nice feeling, especially if you've got friends and family over, you know, holidays, Super Bowl, all the things. The only thing, I'm not a fan of this hardware. I know I've pointed it out before, but it's a very sleek look. These are metal, but they're very sharp. Not good for kids or animals, because I'm telling you, y'all, I remember when my son was little, he's filming for me today, he would have knocked his head all the time on those. I know it. You have your microwave here and your oven here, so not a double oven because you've got oven microwave, but I like it. And I love the gas cooking. You have a step-in pantry here. You're not really going to be able to add another shelf just because the pitch of the roof has those angles. And then coming around here, you've got a nice coffee bar area, your fridge. They did that waterfall look, so they took that material and just wrapped both sides of the island so you don't have the cabinetry visible. You have the nice stone visible. I like that they did 4 pendants here. Typically you see 2, maybe 3, but they went all out and did 4. And they did this nice finished look. I honestly thought it was cabinets, but it's not. It's just a nice finished look there on the other side of the island. I love this space. I love this because I host a lot. We host Thanksgiving, we do Christmas. This would be a nice space, especially during those times. You could just plug in more crock pots, you know, put your plates and things here and just keep the flow all the way around. And then you have the glass cabinetry here. Anytime you see glass in cabinets, guys, it's gonna be an upgrade. I don't know exactly the price per panel, but that can get pretty pricey. So be selective on where you're gonna put glass front cabinetry. Then you have your dining space here, which I apologize, I didn't turn those 2 lights on, but I like this because it's already blocked for you pretty much in the center of this space for you to put a pendant light or a chandelier if you wanted to anchor this space even more. You know, I always say the window does it for you, but that would just add one more definitive touch there. And then you have your nice living space. Beautiful chandelier. You are wired for surround sound in here. And then you have the fireplace there. I like this. You could hang your TV here, or you could put your TV here. And if you didn't want a TV in this room at all, and you didn't need a home office, you could use that flex space over there for a TV, or put a TV in both. If this were our house, there's a TV in every room in our house just about, right? And outside. Then you're gonna have your primary here. Remember I pointed out that niche in the front of the house had that tile behind it? This one does too. So just a nice finish, but you could do that with paint too. So I don't know if I would necessarily spend the money to do this, but it looks nice. Just thought. And then hanging a mirror into tile. Anyway, I don't know if I would do it. I like that they painted the doors in the primary the same color as the walls. And I love this color. It's a very pretty shade of, I almost tripped. Very pretty shade of blue, has a gray undertone. I love the size of this room, and I like the brown and the blue together. I've always loved that color combination of blue and brown. So this room to me with the wood just feels very warm and cozy. And the transom windows just bring in extra light. Those windows do open over there, but again, they don't have window screens. Something we are seeing more and more of lately. You need window screens. Then coming into your primary bathroom, you've got your water closet directly here to the left. Toilet. You have your walk-in shower with your glass doors. It has a little bit of a step down, not much. I'd say you're about 1.5 inches, maybe. But guess what? No shelves, no niche, no nothing for my shampoos, my lotions and potions and razors. I'm not putting my, Brody just said it's right here. Y'all know I'm not setting my stuff here. This has to be clean always. Nope. I need a shelf. I need a niche. I need something. Because I'm not putting there. In the bathtub. Oh gosh. Okay. Whew. Okay. Then you have this nice soaking tub. And I want you to notice they did the same tile in the shower floor to ceiling, and they carried it around here as well and did the window ledge with that same tile. Yeah, your neighbors are gonna see you, but you could always do bubble glass or a frosted glass, or save yourself some money and order one of those films off Amazon and just put it up there, and or do a blind and some curtains or something to give yourself privacy. You could do the remote controlled blinds. I have a great contact for windows. I do. If y'all need somebody. Drapes, window coverings, you name it, they do it. You have the double vanity here, a single countertop, 2 mirrors, 1 light fixture.
I like it.
Brody likes the 1 light fixture. I prefer 2. I want 1 on each mirror, or 1 that goes the full length. You've got the double cabinets here. The floor. I love the look of this floor, and I'm seeing this finish more and more. But I tell you guys, when it is wet, it is slippery. So keep that in mind. Anytime you see that beautiful glossy looking marble tile, it can be quite slippery when it gets wet. So coming into your master closet, primary closet, it's a little deceiving. It's bigger than it looks. You've got the built-in shelving here when you walk in, and then it wraps around. So you have a little bit more usable space on this end, and I like usable space. So I like that you have a little bit more. And I would put a full-length mirror probably here, even though I'm gonna not be able to back up very far, but I like the idea of doing a full-length mirror here. Got nice carpet in here. So just kind of recapping the house, it is a 3-bedroom, and then you do have the flex space. Primary bedroom is completely secluded at the back of the house. They did do this nice kind of chair rail here with the trim and painted it that nice brown, darker chocolate brown color. And then you've got just pops of that bluish gray color throughout, which I really like. Come on out. So y'all know it's a model. They're gonna show you all the bells and whistles. If you think it's an upgrade, it probably is an upgrade. First upgrade I see is gonna be that wood tongue and groove up there in the ceiling. And I don't know if you would have room to do a fan. You don't have a whole lot of space here, maybe a tiny fan. I've seen some small fans, but you also have the stub out for gas over there if you wanted to do a smaller outdoor kitchen. Keep in mind, I mean, you can always bring this out further, build on if you want later on. And then they have the fire pit out here, nice flat work. I'll always tell you if this is something that you want to do it after construction, do it after the build. This kind of stuff, if you have the builder do it, it's going to cost you way too much. Get somebody to do it after the fact, and I've got a great group of contractors that can help you with that as well. So you've got the privacy fencing. It's going to be cedar fencing. They have painted it. That'll keep the longevity of your fence here. I will tell you, anytime you have the cedar fencing, they look beautiful when you first put them up, but if you don't stain them or paint them, they're going to turn a grayish color within months. It's so hot here. But that material is pretty durable, and bugs don't really care for cedar, which is why they use it here in this part of Texas and pretty much all over. But I hope you liked the home. This is DRB, and we're going to show you one of their inventory homes. So stick with me just a little bit longer. So we showed you the model home for DRB, and now we're going to show you one of their inventory homes. So this home is currently available. It's priced in the low 400s. This is the Aruba floor plan. So I'll point some things out here. I like that this is a flat, pretty much level driveway. So think about that when you know, it makes it easier, right? So you've got pretty much level driveway here. You've got the brick and stone exterior, nice lantern light here and there, garage door. I do like the contrast. Now see the window color? This is that almond color on the windows. So just imagine aesthetically if you had black or white, it would make a difference. So I like to point that out. This entryway, this is a little narrow for my liking. And my son pointed out, it would be really hard to move furniture in through the front door. You would almost have to go through the garage. So food for thought there. Nice tall 8-foot door. You can't really see through this. It's pretty frosted, but I do like that. Whew, sorry you guys, it's hot. I do like this entrance. This is kind of like the model home, right? Because it's nice and open here, and then you just have the rooms kind of feeding off from this initial space right off the entrance. You do have a little bit of a trade ceiling here. You could do a different color of paint. You could add some tongue and groove pine wood up there, or you could drop a chandelier and just make this entrance more grand. Because it is an inventory, it's not a model, it's not gonna have all the bells and whistles and all the pretty things. So it gives you a chance to use your imagination, but sometimes it's hard for people to visualize those things. So I try to point them out to you as best I can. But here are those nice windows, and they do have screens on them. And then those two up there are gonna be transom. But you also have panes, right? You've got the nice panes here giving you those 4 quadrants in each window. Those small details do make a big difference in the aesthetic of the home, especially from the front elevation. You've got the closet here. In this home, they did more of the pewter, what do you call this finish? I always forget. The satin or brushed nickel, if you will. And then these doors don't have the flat panels. They've got this nice little arch design, and then the square down at the bottom. And then you have your full bath here. It is a good sized bathroom, I would say. Got the tile. It does not go all the way to the ceiling, but that tub is a little bit of a deeper tub than in some of the homes that we've seen. So I do like that. You could actually sit in there and soak a little bit. You're gonna have your second bedroom up here. Nice carpet. Brody and I have a word for those lights. You may have heard us in some of our other videos. The immature side comes out in us, and we think those look like boobs, so we call those boob lights. Sorry, but that's what we call them. I'm a boy mom, you guys. You know, this is your entrance from the garage. You do have a 2-car garage in this floor plan. That is your hot water heater there. You do have the expansion tank on the top. That's that guy there. And then you are, oh gosh, almost tripped over that thing. You are pre-plumbed for a water softener here. That's what this loop is here. It is hot in this garage. Oh boy. You've got the MyQ here, so you can you'd have all the smart technology. You can control your garage door from an app on your phone, which is pretty cool. And it just gives you peace of mind. If you're away, you can, make sure that it's closed. And then here's your laundry room. You do have space for your washer and dryer, but really nothing more, nothing less. I do like that they gave you some shelves and a bar here for storage. And then you do have a main panel box behind this door for your breakers. You have another full bath here. Now I like this, and Brody has a good point. In some of the homes that we see, these bathrooms right up front or in between the bedrooms will have 2 sinks in just one long bathroom. And he pointed out, how often are you gonna have 2 kids or 2 people in here using 2 sinks at the same time? You're really not. So having 1 sink and more usable counter space seems more practical and functional in our opinion, but to each their own. And then again, you have the tub shower combo with all the brushed nickel hardware. It's on the faucets, the towel bars, the handles, and the hinges. And your attic access here. And then another bedroom.
I like that all the kids' bedrooms are up front in the house.
Mm-hmm. So Brody just said he likes that all of the bedrooms, which would probably be for your children, are all up in the front of the home. And then the primary is completely separate off the back of the house. Something to keep in mind, I don't know how it is for you, but I would probably put my oldest child in the front of the home. That's just me. I'd want the little ones a little further back away from the street and from the front door. Just mom brain. Then coming into your living space, this would be your dining area. Now those windows are true picture windows. They do not open. They just let in a lot of natural light. And then you've got the 2 can lights in the ceiling here, which you could, again, drop a nice chandelier, 2 pendants, a fan if you wanted. You just have to cover one of those. And then your kitchen. You have this nice thick countertop here. I would say this is some kind of quartz if I had to make a guess, but I do like it. And they did do the overhang, but it's a nice thick piece. You could do 3 or 4 bar stools here. They did a nice dark color on these cabinets. You do not have any hardware. In your model homes, you're almost always going to have hardware on your cabinetry, but in your inventory homes, you typically will not. And that's an upgrade. So think about that, because I'm telling you guys right now, you can get pulls and knobs way cheaper outside of a builder and then have somebody come and install them later. Because you're going to have to drill all the holes and you're going to want the holes to be even and all the things. So I understand wanting the builder to do that, because then it's up to them to make sure they get all that right. But for the sake of your budget, if that's putting you over, you can always get hardware later and install it outside of closing. Now this is a 4-burner. So this is probably standard here. The 5-burner 36-inch is going to be the upgraded one. And then you have your oven here and your microwave above. Stainless steel sink, dishwasher. I don't see trash pull-out. I do not see a trash pull-out cabinet. No, and that's okay, but that would be an upgrade. And then you have a step-in pantry. And I like this added counter space here. Lots of outlets. Nice backsplash. Refrigerator would go here. You've got the ice maker hookup, or the water connection for your ice maker. Nice windows. Now that window doesn't have a screen, so they'd have to put a screen on that one because there's screens on all the other ones. Fan. Now they did your outlets up higher on this wall, anticipating that this is where you would hang your TV. If you didn't want to have your TV there, maybe you wanted it on this wall, then you could talk to the electrician and see if they could add one, or, you know, whatever, just put one there. And then your primary bedroom.
A huge primary?
No, it's not huge, but it's a good size. And again, they're anticipating you hanging a TV on that wall, so they gave you the outlet up higher, but they also gave you one lower as well, in case you have a dresser and you want to plug some lamps in. And then there's your primary. I'll let Brody take you into the closet there.
So I do like the closet being outside.
Okay, so Brody said he likes that the closet is outside of the bathroom. That's a good point, because a lot of the times you do have to go into the bathroom to access a closet. In this one, you do not. Your bathroom is here, has the double doors. You have to have that door closed to access this one. Water closet. Double vanity here, and again, you've got the lights above in the ceiling. You don't have them on the wall above the mirror. If you wanted, you know, lights above the sinks on the wall, that's something you'd have to talk to the electrician about, or do it after closing. And then you have your walk-in shower. There's not much of a lip here. You just do have to step over the framing of these doors and then into the shower. You've got a shelf and a bench. No. And these, he just walked towards me, and these are definitely taller than some of the other ones that we've seen. So Brody clears this just fine. And then you notice this is lower, a little bit lower, or maybe the same height as the framing of the shower doors themselves. Towel bar right outside. That's smart, good placement, practical, functional. So this house is currently listed in the low 4s. And it is available now. And always, before you go to a builder, please call me first, please. Before you register with a builder, before you walk into a model home, call me first so I can represent you and your best interest. Very important, I promise. And if not me, take another realtor, please. Because at the end of the day, the sales agents are very nice. I promise you, they really are. And I have great relationships with sales agents all across the Texas Hill Country. But at the end of the day, they work for the builder and the builder's bottom line, and I work for you and your bottom line. So I will show you exactly where this community sits on the map video. So stay tuned, hang in there with me. I know this was a little bit long because we showed you the model and this one. But a few things I just want to reiterate. Your tax rate out here is 1.78, 1.79. I'm going to round up. So 1.79. You're in Comal ISD. So that's Canyon High School, right up on the frontage road. And then you are seriously so close to Creekside, close to I-35. Great community. The only drawback is if you're wanting something that has amenities, this community does not. It has a park and it has access to trails. It has a trailhead that will put you, it's a 50-mile trail. So that's kind of cool. You can hike, you can walk it, you can bike it. Great trailhead. Sunflower Ridge. Stay tuned for the map video. I'll see you soon. All right, everyone. So I have zoomed out quite a bit to show you exactly where Sunflower Ridge sits in relation to New Braunfels and Gruene and all the things that are close to you and why this location is so divine, if you ask me. So this community sits, here's I-35, which you know New Braunfels sits along this I-35 corridor that runs north and south, New Braunfels being right in between San Antonio and Austin. And then you would get off on 306. So FM 306 will actually take you all the way out to Canyon Lake. But here off 306, you have Goodwin Lane. So you get off on Goodwin Lane, and then out here is going to be Sunflower Ridge. This is the HEB Plus that I mentioned in the video numerous times, and it is my favorite HEB in New Braunfels, but it just has more bells and whistles. It really does. And it's I think it is the newest one. The other one is here, and then there's also another one if you take Walnut down to Interstate 35. There is another HEB here, which is the oldest HEB in New Braunfels, but they rebuilt it, redid it, remodified it, so technically maybe it's the newest one. It doesn't matter. Anyway, there's 3 HEBs in town, and in my opinion, this one is the best one. And then right on the other side of I-35, you have the whole Creekside area. So your Buc-ee's is going to sit right here, which, like I mentioned, has the best gas prices in town usually. So not only do you have an awesome HEB to shop at, but then you have Buc-ee's right here to get the lowest gas prices in town. Resolute Baptist Hospital sits out here in Creekside. This HEB is about 2 miles. Resolute, I would say, is a little less than 3 miles from you. I hope that you never need to go there, but knowing that a hospital is close by does give you peace of mind, and it is there for you if you need it. You also, in Creekside area, you have numerous restaurants to choose from. You've got BJ's, you've got PF Chang's, you have Lupe Tortilla, Willie's Ice House, you've got Target, Best Buy, Sporting Goods, Ross, Hobby Lobby, Burlington, you name it, it's here. There's even Ulta, Sephora, Bath and Body Works, TJ Maxx, it's all here, guys. Specs Liquor, Banks, all of it. And then you've got Topgolf, you have a new pickleball place out here, then you have the Stars and Stripes Drive-In Movie Theater. Such a fun place. My son and I used to go there a lot, and we would just put pillows and blankets in the bed of the truck and take our own snacks, which I probably shouldn't say that, but we did. But you can buy snacks and food there, but we would sneak in our own, so shh, don't tell anyone. And then out here, guys, we have the new Costco. So you're really close to the new Costco as well, which is inside that Mayfair community, but right there off Interstate I-35, you've got Costco. So can't stress this location enough. You are truly close to all the things, but you're far enough from I-35 that you don't hear it and you don't feel like you're sitting right on top of it. And I know I also mentioned how close you are to Gruene. You are 2 miles from Gruene. So if you guys want to go to Gruene Hall, listen to some live music, they have it almost every night of the week. They do market days on certain weekends. There's plenty of antique shopping to do in Gruene. Just a fun place for the family. Nice restaurants there. And then of course you have the Guadalupe River that runs right through Gruene. So if you want to get in the water, you've got opportunity there. And then you can see here there's Common Street. Common Street will bring you right into the middle of downtown. So you've got Schlitterbahn not far, the Tube Chute, Landa Park, and of course Loop 337, which runs all the way around New Braunfels. So in Sunflower Ridge, you are zoned to Comal ISD. So you will attend, your students here would attend Canyon High School, which is along this frontage road of I-35 in this general area is where Canyon High School is. And then along the loop 337, you've got New Braunfels High School up here on Loop 337 directly across from Veramendi. So this is Veramendi Oak Run subdivision. New Braunfels High School is right in here. And Canyon High School is here. So Canyon is home of the Cougars, New Braunfels is home of the Unicorns. Just a little fun fact, we're very proud of our mascots here. And yeah, guys, that's Sunflower Ridge in a nutshell. Tax rate 1.79%, great rate. You don't have any MUDs or PIDs or SUDs, so no additional taxes there. That is your true tax rate, 1.79. And your HOA is going to be $375 for the year. There are no amenities here. The only true things you have a little bit of a playground area, and then you have the trailhead. And that trailhead is going to be, there's 50 miles. So there are some lots that are available along that main entrance. And what that's going to do is if you're standing in your home and you're looking out your front door, you would be looking at the beginning of the trailhead. So you wouldn't have any neighbors directly across the street. So that's kind of nice. It definitely feels more private and then gives you direct access to hit the trails and go for a nice walk or a run. Take the dogs, take the kids, and just enjoy yourselves. So I do like that. But if you're looking for something with amenities, this community is not going to have them. And that's about it, guys. I hope you liked the video. I hope it gives you a little more, understanding of where it is in relation to all the things New Braunfels and your everyday commute. I will point out your commute to, let's say, the San Antonio International Airport. You come out Goodwin, you hit 306, you get on I-35 and head southbound into San Antonio. You're looking at about a 45-minute to an hour commute to get to the San Antonio International Airport. And then, of course, if you need to head to Austin and that'd be northbound, you've got a quick jump on I-35. So, again, I hope the video helps.
And as always, I'm Shaunna Hanover, local realtor in New Braunfels. I love hearing from you guys. Please keep texting and emailing. I truly do love hearing from each and every one of you every week. And I will see you guys on the next tour.